Welcome back, everybody, to Real Handsome. We got myself, Ephraim Coronado, Sam, Cole, Drew, and our first ever reoccurring guest. It's official.
How's it feel?
It's kind of weird being back here. I just realized today that I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore in the last one.
Oh,
Are you really?
Yeah.
It's all part of the plan.
Embarrassing.
That's kind of funny.
Alexander Jose Slipperson. Welcome in.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
You came on a good day. It's not 6 billion degrees in here.
Yeah, last time
It's
I think
cool.
I had to go home and shower after because I was
It's a
sweating
workout.
bullets.
It's a workout. So if you want to come on here and get a good workout in and sweat through your shorts, then come on.
You're going to be looking like Joe Rogan in his latest post in that ice bath when he's going,
Oh, yeah. That custom ice bath.
do you
for
guys
him.
see
I
that?
saw
Yeah.
the full 20-minute.
He posted like 2
Yeah.
videos, 2 long-ass videos.
It's already memed to death, but
Joe Rogan is a very, I think, memeable character, to be honest with you.
Well, Stepher, the rules have changed since you've been here last. The game has been changed.
So I've heard.
Some would say the game will never be the same.
revolutionized, if you will.
We run this ship a little differently now.
It's gotten way fucking sexier too.
And you're pretty handsome. So
Not the best looking.
Decent fit here.
Yeah, what's the fit off? We should have done a fit off.
the fit off. It's not a good fit today. This is a trash fit.
I'm all gray, baby.
Head to toe, my man's looking like Gilbert Gottfried on the red carpet right now.
yeah.
Ooh.
Facts.
Damn.
All right, let's let Alex start it off though. Stepher, would you like to start us with your current event?
Oh, yeah, you did a little research. I'm proud.
I came prepared this time, but yeah, I can fire away.
one
So this
off.
actually I think happened yesterday, but in the Olympics there was a tie in the high jump competition. So there were 2 athletes, one from
A tie?
a tie for gold, tie for first. So they had to share the medal.
Oh.
There was an Italian and someone from Qatar, I believe, that they both tied in the high jump. So the Italian guy went second, and he basically just had to match his height, and he did it. And so they agreed to share the medal, which this is the first time it's happened in this one, and it hasn't happened since 2016. There was a handful of like swimmers that tied for that, but
Boo.
Did they both stand like on the podium?
yep, they both.
Boo.
What were the COVID restrictions? How were they keeping them safe?
Oh, they were just on the same height. They were separated, but they were on the
Okay.
same height, sharing that nice
Yeah.
gold
That-
medal.
nice.
And this is interesting news. Where is this event happening? Who's a part of it? Where is the Olympics taking place this year?
We need names.
What's Olympics?
This is the Olympics. You know, the greatest athletes across the entire globe took a little plane ride to Tokyo and started jumping over poles.
How? Okay.
Tokyo.
So swimmers tie?
Swimmers tie.
Swimmers
How is,
tie.
that's what I'm confused about. How can you not jump like a centimeter higher than another person?
I'm not
They've
100
reached
yeah.
the feet, like the maximum.
Like, can they not extend them any higher so they're like, fuck it?
Humans can go no further. It's a law of nature. They can't go any further than these guys.
I'm not 100% sure how the event actually works, but I'm pretty sure that they just set it at certain height points, and basically they
That
just
was
have
the
to jump.
max.
You almost have like in skateboarding, you have a set amount
I
of
see what you're saying.
tries, and then once you're done,
So the second one may be 6 inches taller.
it could very well could
Essentially.
be. Uh-huh.
I'd be like, dude, it should just be sudden death.
Just keep jumping until you can.
Battle to the death.
Yeah.
Well, what would have happened if they disagreed? What if one of them was like, nah?
They
That's what
might
I'm
have had
saying.
a jump off. We might have had a good old fashioned jump off.
They agreed to split?
We haven't had a jump off in a long time. The jump off of '87 was great. Jump off in '94, a little slept on, but still pretty hype.
Jump
We
Swimming
need a good old fashioned jump off.
Swimming to me though seems even more impossible to have a tie.
Yeah,
I just don't
it's
understand
crazy.
that.
Well, they swim into a
That
board,
shit's
and it's
nuts.
all electronics. Once you touch
Yeah.
it, it's cuts off in the time. So I honestly don't know how that is even
Impossible.
possible, but we had 3 in the last Olympics.
Impossible.
So you share the medal, but they both get their own medal, right?
Yeah, they're not just sitting there with the same medal around each other's neck.
They cut it in half.
Yeah,
Dude, I
they
heard
split
sawed
down
it
the
in
middle.
half.
I heard this today. I forget who told me this. It might have even been my mom. She said that all the gold, medals of this year's Olympics are made from recycled phones and laptops, and
I
then
can see it.
glazed over in gold. and
They
silver.
they took from my app idea. It's the Marcy's playground of tech, Drew's Tech Garden.
I don't know. If
I
the-
want
The
some
tech
I want some
garden.
fucking what do you call them? Royalties.
Give me a share.
Residuals or whatever.
Give me a share.
Drew's Tech Garden.
That's cool though.
But shit, I don't know if that is true. I don't know if it's true or not. Just throwing that out there. That was a fun fact that I
bet
heard.
it's true. It sounds very
But isn't that lame though? I heard that today. I'm like, if I got a gold medal knowing it's a recycled fucking
someone's
iPhone,
shitty iPhone.
I would be like, what did I just do all this for?
Yeah.
I don't
An
know.
iPhone.
Definitely not for the glory. It's all
No,
for the
not for the
medal.
glory or
Come on, we're trying to save the planet over here.
Yeah, yeah. We need and laptops too. It could not just an iPhone. It could have been a Samsung. Could have been, I don't know,
An
a
Android.
PC computer. I don't know.
A Tamagotchi.
Yeah,
Coming with heat, Steffer. I love
Yeah.
that event.
that was a good current event.
I'll dive into my current event. This is some real interesting stuff coming out of Los Angeles, California. So last December, there was a sighting of a man flying through the air with a jetpack.
Mm.
And you're asking yourself, what? You're hearing this correctly. A man in the air flying with a jetpack. And on Wednesday, a Boeing 747 pilot once again saw a man flying 5,000 feet in the air on a jetpack. There's currently an FBI investigation going in to what the fuck is happening about 30 or 300 miles outside of Los Angeles International Airport. I just want to get your guys' opinions. What's going on here?
When you said you said 5,000 feet, so is he breathing with he must have
He has
some
to.
type
My
of breathing
mind is
apparatus.
blown.
Yeah, he's
dude.
got a Bane mask or
Yeah,
something.
that's
probably.
sick. Honestly, let him do it. I think that's dope.
A Boeing though, you're gonna get caught if you're up that high.
Yep.
What's this dude
What
plotting?
are you? Yeah, what is
This-
going on?
This is the real life Tony Stark.
It's Jeff
Yeah.
Bezos, dude, isn't it?
There is I follow this account on Instagram called I think it's Jet Dubai or something, and it's these guys in Dubai. They have crazy pretty much gliders.
They're the airplane things, aren't they? They're almost like
it's
airplanes.
like a triangle shaped thing that these dudes wear that have
And you turn into Batman, basically.
dude.
Yeah.
No, they turn into planes.
You can fly.
These dudes can fly through the air.
Yeah.
and it's sick.
Yeah.
But this jetpack dude sounds like he might be a menace to society. He's causing
I think he's just pushing the
a
limit.
scene.
Five-
I honestly think it's awesome. Let him do it recreationally for sport.
Yeah.
Put that in the Olympics.
If he can notify
That would be
aircrafts
sick.
that he's is where he is and is following all the whatever fucking rules of the air there are, I think he let this dude just go crazy. What if all this UFO shit is just this guy?
it's just one guy.
It's
Yeah.
this guy.
Dude, they're like, oh, there's Logan.
Yeah.
Flying,
Logan.
flying on his jetpack again.
Yeah, I think. Well, I just read into some of the story, and it said that some investigators believe that it's a drone made to look like a man.
Oh,
Wait, really?
you've
That
been
would be
fooled.
sick.
You've been fooled.
Just a crash dummy just flailing in the wind up there.
It's secretly just some software nerd
Yeah.
ass who did this because he wanted this press.
Wow, you just put him on, dude.
We got him.
I just got by some dude.
Holy shit. Have you guys ever seen the dude who turned his dead cat into a drone?
What?
Yes, I have seen that.
Sounds oddly familiar, but I couldn't tell the story.
I just have
Wild.
an image of it
Let it
in my
rip.
head. Yeah,
It
No,
just is fucked.
It's
When
just-
was this?
It's a hollowed out cat carcass just on top of a drone. That's it.
It doesn't make any sense, dude.
It's just a flying cat.
The
You don't
cat
see
would
that
always
every
tell
day?
him. The cat would always tell him that he wanted to fly one day, and he
Yeah.
finally granted his wish.
He kept jumping out the window, dude. He kept trying to
Yeah.
fly.
Some kid's anatomy project just turned.
Yeah.
Took a turn for the
Holy
worse.
shit.
Or the better.
Yeah.
Dude, he probably got like ghosted by a chick, and she was like, "Yeah, this will happen when cats fly." And then he,
And he just
and then he went and killed
Fuck
his
you,
cat
bitch.
and turned it into a drone.
Flew it over her house. Hey,
Look
look
up.
out your window.
That had to have been what happened. No other way.
Sounds like what Jeffrey Dahmer would be like now in the 21st century. Just killing shit, putting it on drones.
that sounds
being
like what
weird.
this jetpack guy was.
Yeah.
Man,
Scary stuff.
that's ridiculous.
Uh,
My current event is I'm not very strapped with this, but it's about the short north shooter. What the fuck is going on in
The
Columbus?
There's
short
a lot to
North
be said.
shooter.
Columbus is the Wild West right now.
For those of you who don't know what the short north is, which would be 0 of you, I will still explain. It's kind of the poppin' spot for young professionals, young 20-somes in Columbus to go to, the bar spot. And there's been
gunmen.
like back-to-back and gunmen. And now gunmen.
Now it's a shooting range.
I don't know why I'm laughing about it. It's not that funny, but yeah.
Nobody
there's
died,
been-
right?
well, yeah, no one died. That's
Okay.
good. So we can laugh about injury.
Haha.
I think it's been back-to-back days, right?
I think it was just the one. Oh no, there was one in Short North, and then there was one down like by Brothers in like Arena District.
Columbus has been popping off.
Right. Yeah.
Columbus has been popping off. No cap or
There was like 11 homicides in 9 days. Like, it's getting dangerous out there.
Not in the short north though. This isn't the short
I'm
north
just
shooter
saying, like,
doing
in
all.
Hey, what are
general,
these
in
facts?
Columbus, 11 homicides in 9 days, and like I don't know. There's been a lot of mischievous
Cite your
activity
sources.
happening.
I
Probably.
feel
We
like
may
the
need to
short
look
north
this up.
shooter. The short
I
north
can't
shooter.
cite my source. I'll never
We need to.
reveal my
We might need to.
sources.
I did see like in 28 hours it was like 3 shootings, but those are my only facts that I know. But
Wow.
if you come here, stay out of the short north right now. Okay, you might get
Yeah,
popped.
no one's following those rules.
It's still packed and
Yeah.
nobody
We're
cares.
just fear mongering right now. Stay inside and listen to as many episodes of our podcast as possible.
Load up. There's plenty.
That quick plug.
Yeah. Load up. There's plenty. Do you have a current event?
Yeah, and I'm actually pretty pumped about this one because I felt a little bit like an investigative journalist on this one. I feel like I actually cracked some news here.
You dove in.
I've been watching these documentaries, real raw, real gritty, real violent, and I like connected some dots here, and I actually feel like I have something to say. You guys know what the Purge is, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's forever now. Did you guys hear about this? And it's going on right now. It's going on right now.
I did hear about this.
You hear?
Yeah.
Now, that is not my current event.
I think it is.
But we are brought to you. This segment is brought to you by the Forever Purge.
Perfect.
Go
What
check
a
it out at
good-
Theaters.
Seamless brand integration. Okay. The real current event is also kind of something that I did connect the dots with by just like listening to like podcasts. It's no real news, but I heard on Whiskey Ginger that Rob McElhaney and Charlie Day are starting a podcast, like a golf podcast. And I'm not a golf guy, but that sounds like
Sounds
entertaining
funny.
as fuck. If that happens, it's interesting that it's those two guys like going out on the venture as well.
It'll be perfect because I feel like they're just the most average golfers in the world. And I
Yeah.
listened to that podcast too, and that's how they kind of talked about it.
Yeah.
There's just like these two average, I mean, obviously they're not average dudes, but they're just two guys going out there playing. No, they're not professionals by any stretch of the matter, but they're just going to chat it up.
They could easily get really good guests.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like that would be a sweet podcast to listen to. So, current event, half a current event, whatever you guys really want to call that. More just like a warning or a message to all y'all out there. Keep your eyes out for that because that could be super interesting to listen to.
It sounds funny.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it could be funny. What a great response by me, dude.
Good reaction.
What a great response.
I mean, this is the in-depth analysis that we need.
it appears that, yeah, it'll be funny.
But let's not forget The forever purge is happening right now. It's forever.
Right now,
and this is
dude.
happening.
That's
So-
why Cole's wearing his sunglasses today. He doesn't want to get recognized by any government entities out there.
Yeah, for anybody that's not watching the video right now, if I sound like I'm just like real laid back and chill, like on my Turks and Caicos on a million right now, it's because I'll be wearing sunglasses in the studio.
It's too
But,
bright.
You know, I digress. That's besides the point.
What's up, Chuck and Joey? Our viewers.
Hi.
Our viewers.
What's your goddamn event, Sam?
So we were talking about in our group chat before a little bit about these cards, these trading cards, these sports cards, and I know a few of you have dipped into it, Drew being one.
Yes.
A Kermit the Frog rookie card
No way.
sold for 4.3 mil.
What do you
What?
mean?
This week.
Wait, what rookie card?
Yeah, what is a rookie as in what?
Rookie Kermit the Frog, dude. Pat
He's
Mahomes,
Sesame Street, right?
Kermit the Frog,
Oh.
I thought you
the
actually meant
Heinz
Kermit.
King.
I thought you meant it was
No.
a Kermit the Frog.
Some, like,
Could you
1990s.
imagine?
I can't decide whether to blame myself for not knowing what you were talking about or
I was
to
gonna
say
rattle
something.
off a few more,
I
but
definitely felt like it was a believable thing that there was like some novelty Kermit the Frog, like Sesame Street, first year out.
Could you
like, fucking
imagine?
box.
Sesame
I'm like,
Street cards.
Yeah. Is he in Sesame Street? It's either Sesame Street or
He's the Muppets.
he's
Muppets.
Muppets.
Oh,
I get those two
It's all
fucking
right.
flipped all the
Interchangeable.
time.
But
Yeah, they're
4.3
the same
mil
fucking
Same thing.
Yo, stop
They're
with this,
both- they're all
people. Stop with
puppets.
this, people. It's the
Combine
they're the
them.
same thing. Don't
They're-
fool yourself.
They're hand puppets, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, Patty Mahomes,
Rookie card.
Heinz Ketchup King.
4.3 mil.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Beat out Tom Brady rookie card, which I feel like is an automatic kind of
Yeah.
at like 3.4.
What do you think a Jackson Mahomes rookie card would go for? Ultimately, like 3 times more at least.
I
At least
TikTok-
10 times.
Yeah.
TikTok
TikTok
star.
rookie card.
That makes me sick to my stomach, dude.
Dude, this just made me think of something. And if anybody out there like has like any avenues that I could like complete this side project that I've been thinking about for a while, I want to do like a Kids Bop or like Now That's Music or like any of those type of like CDs, but it's like the sounds of TikTok.
Like covers?
No. It's just like you
But
know what I'm
wouldn't that just
talking.
be TikTok? Like you just open up TikTok and you just get
Yeah.
that?
But it's like a CD.
Yeah.
Get
So
out of
he's
here.
like-
Get out of here,
You're
dude.
reverting back.
Let me
Yeah,
go get
from
my
what TikTok
floppy
is
disk,
Everything
dude.
that's old is new again, dude.
It's very
People
true. Retro
want
comes back.
CDs.
Retro comes back.
So you want these
Get outta here.
10-second snippets on a CD?
No, it's like the popular songs on TikTok.
Oh, the
it's
whole
like
song.
it's like an album of like the most
Okay.
popular songs, and it's called The Sounds of TikTok.
I would.
So a playlist then.
Yeah, but it's a CD that I sell.
And you buy it off a commercial. There's a number you call, and
Exactly, yeah.
And you're
I-
dancing in the commercial.
I
or
get it.
whatever.
If you always look like you look right now, I get it. But other than that, no.
That idea makes me sad. But I think
Don't
it would
come in here
sell.
with that weak shit.
I think it would sell millions for some odd reason.
In
But
this day
fuck,
and
fuck
age.
Jackson Mahomes.
Why, dude?
Because I think he stinks.
What about him stinks?
He just stinks, dude. He
explain
made-
yourself.
I just think he's not a good internet personality. I think he's just.
But
he's
you think
riding the
He's a good
coattails.
football player, though. You could say that. Like you
Who,
objectively
Jackson?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Patrick
No.
Mahomes.
We're
Jackson-
talking about better little brother Jackson.
Jackson Mahomes is riding the coattails.
Oh, I'm
No, no,
lost.
no,
I am
Jackson's the
lost
true
in the
star of the
sauce
family.
right
Dude,
now.
Could you
He's not-
imagine?
his dance skills are unmatched. I mean, he's got these trends on lock.
Fuck him.
All right, fine.
He stinks.
Who bought that card? Who bought? Like it's just
It was
random
some.
person?
It was no. It was some like card trading company.
Gotcha.
I think. I don't know
That
where.
thing's gonna be worth
Yeah.
who knows what.
Billions.
He's already won the Super Bowls. Is the like
It was a signed
Super
one.
Bowl
One super.
singular? I said
Singular.
I added an S and I tried to cut it off at the end.
Super Bowl
like keep it ambiguous enough to that I might not have made it like plural, but Definitely got the facts wrong there. Won Super Bowl. But still, that's all you need. That card's worth something.
And it's signed too, so it's
Yeah,
so
shout
it's
out to
definitely-
Kermit the Frog.
shout out the.
Yeah,
And
Anyone
Sesame
in-
Street, even though he's on the
anyone in
box.
shout out
Super
Sesame
Bowl.
Street too. I like the guy in the trash can. Steffer.
Oh yeah, Oscar. the
Steffer,
Grouch.
anything real been happening to you lately, man?
Yeah, actually, so this has been real surreal. My dog turns 1 tomorrow.
Holy shit.
It's
Mac,
I
dude.
still can't believe it.
It's been a year.
I haven't had him for a year, but he's gonna be a year on Monday.
I mean, but you got him as a.
I got him
Young.
when he was 7 weeks old,
Okay,
so
you got him when-
basically a year.
It feels longer
It
than a
does.
year.
It definitely feels longer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
mean, he really grew into his form. In
he's
multiple
not
ways.
final form yet.
No, it's crazy that you guys have also known him for his entire life.
I missed him for the beginning. I got him when like medium size, but then he was growing super quick.
Yeah.
Is he done growing like for sure, or when do they actually officially stop?
I
growing?
think he's done like I mean he'll put on pounds and he might get a little chunky. You never know in his old age,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's gonna get any taller.
No.
Nice.
No. Wow. Let's put our editor to work. Picture of Mac here.
Nice.
Young pup.
Before and after.
Before
pictures of
and
that.
after. Yeah, Drew's got all those on lock.
He
I
looks
got
good,
plenty of
dude.
pictures.
He
Dude,
looks good.
He's
Mac
a
is
golden
dope.
doodle. He's a fucking fried chicken piece.
Yeah, for those that don't know.
Good looking bud.
Yeah, that is real surreal.
Has anything been real in your life, Drew?
In my life,
See ya, bro. You got
yeah,
skipped.
get skipped. Forever purge.
There's no order to this.
We do what we want, dude.
I've been feeling real dense lately.
Dense.
Dense. Not dense like Dalia, but just dense. Like weights are on me. And it's just a result of very ordinary drinking habits. I've been feeling it today. It is Sunday. It's been a long 2 days of celebrating Steffer's last weekend in Columbus. And yeah, it feels like there's like 3 extra layers of skin that get added to me by Sunday of each weekend. And then I shed 1 layer of skin per day until like about Wednesday when I finally feel back to normal. And then it just starts up in another 2 days. And it feels kind of like the I think you should leave sketch when he's got the skin on. With the
we were
prank
talking.
show.
We were talking about
shit on me.
We were talking about this before, dude, and I thought I was literally dying remembering
Yeah.
this skit.
So funny.
Thinking about that skit, that's kind of how it feels.
I don't want
to. I don't even want to be around anymore.
Get this shit off me.
The way the morale shifts in that sketch, like from like so happy to so
Yes.
depressed.
It's
by
insane.
Dude, when he's like holding
I
the
wanna
mask
take
up,
it
it's like,
off.
could you imagine walking into this guy, like meeting this guy? And it's just the worst mask ever.
Just-
and then
And he never moves. He just sits there the whole time, the same spot.
and this is Real Handsome, where we completely reenact I Think You Should Leave sketches. Once a week,
Yes.
we do it.
Yeah. If you haven't, look, fucking
Yeah.
check that sketch out. I think it's just called Prank Show.
Did somebody already make the Cole? I think you already made the comment that you didn't really enjoy this season as much.
I mean, I didn't like it as much as the first season, but since that comment was spoken, I mean, I've watched it a bunch more times, and
I think that
obviously
skit is by
it's-
far the
it's-
funniest.
No,
I
It's-
think it is.
That the season is still really funny, and I'll always love Tim Robinson.
I think the first one's obviously funnier, but I feel like
Yeah.
it's hard to beat. Get this shit off me.
Real dense.
That weekend density, dude.
All right, Cole. Since you got skipped,
it's like I don't even exist.
actually, I'll go right now. Here we go. No, I'm kidding. You can go.
Do it, go.
No,
Yeah,
no, you.
There's
can
no
go.
order to this.
All right, real scummy.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Just a caption for your life.
You guys have heard, pretty much, yeah. You guys have heard about scammers and how shitty scammers are, and take hay, just being a scammer. Well, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Jim Browning. Does it ring a bell, Drew? Does it ring a bell? I feel like you would be the only person at this table.
Jim Browning, no.
Okay. You guys probably like ventured across this video on YouTube. He basically like exposes scammers.
Oh, wait, is this the guy that like when they call in?
Yeah.
Okay. I know
So
what
he'll
you're talking
put
about.
like a thing, and he has like a very like deep English accent.
Yep.
So he himself got scammed. And I think that is the most unbelievable part about this story. He got his YouTube basically stolen from him by a scammer who literally asked him for his password, which is like, if you know anything about anything, if somebody asks you for your password, like, just don't fucking give it to them. Just don't.
You give it right over.
So it was really official, and he like recorded it and everything, and he got his whole channel taken from him. And supposedly the scammer had like 12 YouTube channels, and he made $2.5 million.
Holding the YouTube channel ransom, basically.
So he basically like transfers all the accounts. There's this whole setup that they do where they basically tell you to make like a clean account, and you can transfer all of your likes, videos, everything across to this other account. But little do you know, like, this guy is holding the password to the new account. So he has all the information, and he like changes the password while you transfer it over, and you essentially get locked out, and you collect all the ad revenue from all of his videos for however long.
Shit.
So you got to think, this dude has videos that range from like 5 million to 50 million views, like a video. So he's making absolute bank. But he got scammed. It just blows my mind.
The anti-scammer got scammed himself. He's lost
Yeah.
all credibility. How do you even like go about your regular? Did he get his channel back?
Yeah. So he somehow.
And how does anybody believe like what type of scammers does this guy go after? Like internet scammers, or is it like legitimate? Like more like I don't know.
It's like
You
call-in
walk up-
people.
Oh,
Like
okay,
they'll
yeah.
call you and be
Gotcha.
like, "Hey, there's a charge to like your card for X amount,
Yeah.
and
We need your information.
we need your shit
yeah.
to fucking refund
Gotcha.
you." And but this is YouTube. Like,
These are usually some folks from across the pond who target like 80-plus-year-old
Yeah.
people.
really old
Yeah.
people, and they like shut down these corporations. They'll literally hack into the CCTV cameras in these calling centers
Mm-hmm.
and like be like, then why are you like wearing a pink shirt? And they'll be like, what the fuck is going on?
What I don't understand is how Jim Browning couldn't like get a hold of YouTube right away.
Well, he
Just be
did. So
like-
there was like, the whole thing is, if you have like, this is another tip. If you do two-factor authentication, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you can do it, because that like completely eliminates this shit, because it goes straight to you rather than some fake bullshit account. But it's just fucked. Fucked. Scammer,
True.
anti-scammer getting scammed.
Yeah. Taste of his own medicine. Wasn't practicing what he was preaching.
But
Bit the bullet.
it was believable. He did a whole video on it. If you want to go check it out, he fucking put up like a 20-minute video.
Why'd you say real scummy?
Because scammers.
Why didn't you
And
call it real scammy?
Get out of here. Not a missed Not a missed opportunity. Now you're up,
You want to go, Cole?
fella.
Yeah.
Wait, Ethan, what's yours though?
Oh.
You just got served.
This one's tough for me because I feel guilty about this realness in my life. I'm real fucking annoyed, and it's only happened for the like past couple days. We've been dog sitting for my sister's dog, little Henry. He's a dachshund. He's
Another
incredible.
wiener dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a family interest, it
Yeah.
seems. It just seems it's a parasite that won't go away. It bleeds into all families. Every facet of my family owns wiener dogs. Anyway, dog's great. This dog will literally like hug me, like crawl up to you and like show you the most affection and love like out of most dogs I've ever seen. But this is like the one caveat with this dog, like, and why I'm so fucking annoyed. You can't like move, like shift, walk somewhere, talk to somebody, like engage with somebody without him like barking like nonstop. He's 3 years old, and it's like he goes off, like so much barking. Like I wake up to his barking because it's just somebody's walking around the house. I swear to God, like you can't even think around this dog without it barking. Like it senses when you think, and it just fucking barks at you. It does. It's nonstop going, and like I don't know. I just feel guilty. I feel like, do I have no fucking soul for being so angry at this dog sometimes for annoying me?
You ever choke him?
No, but like
You ever shake it?
I get pissed. I'm like, Henry, shut the fuck. Like I get pissed because it's like, it's nonstop. I don't know how to like really describe it more than it's literally all the time.
I love that the dog's name is Henry.
Yeah, dude, that's another thing about all these wiener dogs. They all have human names. We've had Emma and Noah, and they both have middle names, and those are both human names too. Emma Claire, Noah Joe. And now this one is Henry something.
Noah Joe.
Yeah, dude. Noah Joe, named after Joakim Noah on the
Bulls?
No,
He's now
Or was
retired.
he?
He played for Florida.
He's
He played for
retired
Florida.
now, I think.
He is.
Holy shit.
But yeah, the most annoying shit, and I get pissed, and I sometimes act out. I'm like, shut the fuck up. But then you look at it, and I'm like, oh my God, I remember you were literally hugging me. I don't know how dogs hug, but dude, this dog like curls
wraps
up
yourself for
It's insane. So it sucks because I'm guilty. I feel guilty, but I'm just fucking annoyed, and I'm annoyed that I'm annoyed. So just real fucking annoyed.
You just got to give it a good throw.
Yeah, the toss. It's
What?
funny when you first get a dachshund. When you first get a dachshund, they say to hold it like a football.
Well, aren't you not allowed to have them like jump off of high places because like their back
Some
gets
of
fucked
them,
up?
Interestingly enough, my aunt's dachshunds,
Oh.
this other
More.
breed of dog, yeah, dude, they have back issues. But then some other like mine have never had problems. They've been jumping up on shit. They got like, I think it's because like they build it up from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like if you cater to their poor back conditions from the like start,
they're gonna
like you know
have
how
a-
some people have
yeah.
like the steps that dogs can walk up onto their shit.
Yeah.
They never build that muscle, as if like if you were to take away the steps and let them fucking jump around. But yeah, just real fucking annoyed. Okay, just real annoyed.
Nice.
Yeah, annoyed to be annoyed.
Sounds like a cute dog though. I like the name.
Yeah, he's great.
Henry's a cool name. Cole, you're up.
All right. Batten down.
I'm up again. I got another one.
Batten down the hatches because you guys are going to hate me for this one.
Oh,
But I'm real hot, all right? This facial hair that I've grown out this week, I've never done it before in my entire life, and people won't stop telling me that I'm attractive.
Yeah, can we take a poll on the facial hair?
the facial
I can't leave the house without people staring and pointing, saying, that guy looks fucking good. And I got to shave this facial hair off because I can't handle the responsibility of being one of the good ones. I can't do it any longer. I need to go back to my disgusting, terribly ugly, deformed face that I was born with. I can't hide my face any longer underneath these hairs that I have grown over the past 6 days. Drew will say that my
6
ego is
days.
inflated. I would say that I'm a shattered man because I'm hot. And I have to go home and shave after this because I can't handle it anymore. Damn. That is all.
Oh my.
You gotta let her go.
I mean, I was in support all weekend until we get girls coming up and saying, "Cole, what is this? This isn't new." And then I see this look in Cole's eye. He just immediately, his chest just goes all the way out. All the way.
You watch his head grow 2 times.
His head just inflates like a hot air balloon, and he's just...
What's up?
To be honest, I don't see the facial hair.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Point it out.
It's just like a little, like there's like some scruff or whatever.
A little scruff.
A little something right
I
here.
don't know.
I see it. I was lying. I see it. My eyes work. I see it.
Gotta catch it in the light, dude.
Oh, you're just trying to fit in. I get it. Real handsome. I get it. The editor's trying to get hot. Every
Sick,
podcast has
dude.
this problem.
Sick. All right, who wants to complain?
I don't have. I guess I'll start, but I don't even have complaints this week. My rant is a good rant,
Good rant.
and it's more of just a appreciation for you guys know my favorite artist, Isaiah Rashad.
Mm-hmm.
And his new album, which came out, The House is Burning, came out this past Friday. And I love it with every listen. Love it more and more. And I'll explain a little bit of my connection with Isaiah because this album has like made it full circle for me because his past studio album, The Sun's Tirade, it came out 5 years ago, and the album was all about like struggle and like his addiction to drugs and all that shit. And I connected with it because I was going through some shit at that time in college. I was just having a tough time like adjusting to college lifestyle, getting some shitty grades and all that. So it really resonated with me at the time. And then fast forward to now, 5 years later, and what I've heard in some interviews about The House is Burning is that kind of the concept, and he's known for not really letting a concept out there with his albums, but with this album, it's kind of The House is Burning is a metaphor for like his life and like taking a step back and looking at the house is burning and being like, if your house is burning, if your life is going through some rough patches, what are you going to take from it? Like, what are you going to take out of that burning house? You know?
Now makes sense.
That and like being able to watch your old life burn away and be able to be like, time to start anew.
Yep.
Something completely.
Take the important stuff.
And part of the way that I also interpret that is the house burning also being like his part of his life when he made Sun's Tirade, when he was struggling a lot, and finally being able to like take a step back and being like, I'm starting a new foundation. The house is burning down, but we're about to build back up. And I've been applying for jobs. I've been talking about that on the pod, and I'm feeling real close to a new lifestyle of my own and a new build-up. So I just got that connection with him, dude.
That's the worst timing train of all time coming through right now.
I've never... 2 trains have never happened.
I hope that didn't get picked up.
I don't think so. I haven't heard any of the other trains in the other ones, but the album's great.
The album's really good in general, and he doesn't say that there's like much of a concept to it, and it's just vibes, and that's part of the other reason I love him too. It's because you can just sit there and enjoy it. And yeah, but yeah, I fucking love Isaiah Rashad.
Don't we all?
Yes.
I don't even know if I really have something, so I'm just going to let this one rip off the top of the dome. Something I've been looking out this window right now, just thinking about this a little bit. There's a lot of fucking trees out there in the world, and honestly, it's difficult for somebody to have to name every single thing that exists in the world, okay? When we first started as human beings, it was probably really simple. You look at something and you just make up a fucking name. But as we've progressed, there are subcategories that exist in the world. And that has to be taxing on the people that have been tasked to do that fucking job. I don't know how many fish there are in the world, but like the other day, me and Colin were literally like looking at these fish at like the fish section at the grocery store, and I was like, dude, there's so many like letters and words and things, and like the trees outside right now are causing me anxiety because there's a lot of different types, okay? Just outside of this window right now, there's at least 5 different types.
Dude, have you seen the movie The Professor and the Madman?
No, do I sound like him right now?
No. I'm saying like it this idea of like there's so many different words, and to like keep track of all the words and take them down and actually create a dictionary, something that's ever evolving too. It's a movie about it. Mel Gibson and like Sean Penn. Sean Penn is the mad guy.
Sean Penn.
Yeah, but like it takes it's never like fully done. It's
always evolving, dude.
No, it's like almost never going to ever.
They just added Zaddy to the dictionary. Who the fuck
did
created
they
that
really?
One? Yeah.
All right, next.
I was just upset about words and shit right there real quick.
That's crazy.
Sorry, I didn't prepare a real thing. But yeah.
I think, yeah. Words. There's a lot of words, dude, and I sometimes can't. I wish I could say them all. Just don't got
say them all right now.
I wanted to be profound.
That's my real rant. I want to say all of the words before I die. But yeah.
I was just going to loop back into the scammers, the real scammy, since that's the word. It just confuses me how there's people out there that want to take money from these old people that really don't know what the fuck's going on. even some young people don't even know what the fuck's going on. So why you got to steal it from the old people? Take
'Cause it's
advantage of them.
easy.
That's no excuse.
Well,
But if that's how they're
You-
making their money, they're gonna just do it.
they
Doesn't
got
make any
fam to
sense.
feed
Not everybody
too.
has the high moral code that we all predicate our lives off.
I
of.
know. But yeah, it was a short one. There you go.
But yeah,
Yeah.
But
did
yeah,
you
There
get
we
yours
go.
in, Steffer?
I do have one.
Get in there.
So I've been thinking about this for a hot second, and it kind of relates to what's going on with me. For those that don't know, I'm starting a new chapter in my life, moving to Dallas, Texas. But basically just how every like not situation, but like how every event, like a birthday, moving away, like all this stuff gets blown way out of proportion. So pretty much more so with birthdays, how sometimes people will be like, my birthday, it's my birth week. No, you have one day.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a
Birth
birth
week.
week. There's not a birth month. You don't continue along with this whole thing. And this whole weekend, everyone's been like, it's you're going away. Like, what do you want to do? I don't care. I'm just glad to be here right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to make a big deal out of things. So like blowing things way out of proportion is kind of like where I'm going down with all this.
Dude, and it's unnecessary pressure. It's almost the opposite of what you want.
Exactly. You just get put on a pedestal for a hot second, and who wants all that attention? Because
Like,
I don't.
Do you guys relate with like when people sing "Happy Birthday" to you? Do you guys like it or do you hate it?
Hate
I'm somebody
it.
who
The worst
hates
thing in
it.
the world.
I
It's
hate
terrible.
It. I can't stand.
Are
it.
you
I hate it so
supposed to
much.
sing along with them
No.
to yourself?
No.
But it's almost more awkward just to fucking sit there and take it.
I think that's the point.
Yeah, it's incredibly awkward. I don't know if I necessarily dislike it, but like I don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
When
You're
that's
just sitting
happening. You're just like, all right, okay.
Cool.
I think the best thing you can do is zone out and then think of a bullshit excuse for what your wish is, because they'll ask right after.
What'd you wish
blow out the
for?
ca- What'd you wish for?
6 pounds of coke.
Wait, you guys
Bitch.
don't make real wishes and shit?
No.
Oh, I definitely make a real wish.
I make
just
real
in
wishes.
case.
I make a real wish every day at 11:11.
I feel like I make the wish before
my
I blow out the. I make the wish before I blow out the candle, but I never really like remember it or like see if it's fulfilled. I just
don't-
kind of forget maybe 30 seconds after.
Maybe that's-
after I eat the first bite of cake, I'm like, fuck a wish. I don't care.
You don't just go to
I'm
your
good
journal
with
and write it
this.
down
I'm
and
gonna
make keep
chow
track of that
this.
stuff.
Yeah, dude, I have
Oh, you have your wish
pages.
list, dude. Your true wish list, your birthday wish list, and you cross them.
Maybe
off when
that's
they
the
come
beauty
through.
of it, is it does happen.
Yeah.
You just don't
You just
fucking
don't
You just
know.
don't know. Yeah, you're just fucking ignorant to it. Like you just don't notice your fucking wishes coming true.
Another train.
What is it? Train day, dude?
National Train Day, boys. I forgot to tell you.
Happy August National Train Month.
Yeah. 30 days, dude. That's a C-45 F7 train, dude. I can tell by the hum.
By the chugga.
Yeah. I can tell by the...
What'd you wish for? The F-39 new C4 train
C4
collection.
69, 69, 420, F60.
I always think of it like to be like the train kid who like collected the trains or like had the toy shit. I mean, a train underneath your Christmas tree, I thought that's okay. But you're like the dude with the train
In your
set,
basement.
and then
Oh, you just
what
got
was
the
that? Oh, dude, what's that commercial? Lionel Coinbank.
Lionel Coinbank.
Yes,
Lionel
dude.
Coinbank. Save your
Oh,
money.
yeah.
Save your money.
Yes.
Okay, yo, I have something to say about that. This is like, so apparently that commercial, there was like reports all over the country that it was giving children nightmares, like vivid,
shit.
terrifying
Oh, it sounds about
nightmares,
right.
where like kids were waking up and they were freaking out because they were dreaming about Lionel Coinbank, Lionel Coinbank.
Oh my
A bunch
God.
of demons
I'm
coming out
about
your
to have a
closet, just
nightmare, dude.
murmuring those words to you, just
Just
gonna eat you
nightmare,
alive.
nightmare,
Yeah.
nightmare.
Holy shit.
Lionel
Boogeyman
Coinbank.
2.0 is
Yeah.
fucking Lionel Coinbank. Lionel Coinbank.
That's gonna haunt
That's
me tonight, honestly.
Babadook. That's Babadook Jr.
Baba Duke, Duke, Duke.
Yeah. Lionel Coinbank, Lionel Coinbank,
You can't say it 3 times or it's gonna
Lionel
come true.
Coinbank. Ah!
A train comes
Just
running
Yeah.
through, running through the
Whoa,
wall.
another train. Oh my god.
It's just always like Thomas the Train Engine, who's just the jurisdictor for all trains.
Yeah.
He's
Comes
the
to see your end.
That
The
face
Grim
is the last
Reaper.
thing you see is
holy shit, dude. Talk about nightmares.
Yeah,
that
seriously,
shit would
his
freak me out.
face is just a nightmare in itself.
Honestly.
Just constantly with the
Smile,
cheeks
dude.
like ready to pop. Jesus Christ, Thomas.
All right, let me get this butt yeah in before we move on. It's going to be a quick one. Another self accountability, but yeah. I love my car. Was given my car when I fucking turned 16. It was a present from my parents that makes me sound like a privileged white asshole, and that's what happened. I had it. I have my car. I love it. I've driven it to many different places, to Los Angeles, to Texas. It's been with me every step of the journey, but I treat it like absolute garbage, and what's inside of it is garbage. You know what I mean? Like, what I like to do, really, my way to go about organizing my cars, I like to lay a nice bedrock, like maybe a cobblestone or like a base layer of plastic water bottles across all parts of the ground. Every part of it.
Perfect.
The ground, that's just a nice base of like, I guess, a formation or like a fortifier. And then what lays upon it is usually bags of the fast food variety. With and that have been sitting there for God knows how long. It's
Months.
Usually Chick-fil-A, but who knows? It could be a little bit of everything, and it's something that necessarily doesn't really bother me. Like, I can get in my car and I'll be like I can find some levity in it, just tell myself I'm a trash human and just laugh it off or whatever. It's fine. Like, I can laugh about it. It's not affecting anybody else. Nobody else is in my car. So, yeah, I'll live in the garbage. It's fine. I like what I've built up. I built a formula, a base layer of plastic, bags, other different things. But, yeah. And I got caught up in it, got stuck in it. Wasn't cleaning shit. And what happens is this week I have to, the dreaded moment with anybody with a dirty car has, when you have to give a ride to somebody. And you're forced to be held accountable with the, in my eyes, beautiful thing that I've created. But I gave 2 rides, one to our buddy Anthony, one to our buddy Charlie, and after that, I was like, after hearing them having to get in and out, they're crunching on the bottles, bags shuffling, and like, you have that moment, and you're like, okay, time to clean. But that was well after I had already like driven them around, and I still waited a couple days, and but I did it. I cleaned it out. But this is the funny thing. I cleaned it out. I did the vacuum thing and all that stuff, but I intentionally left some trash still in there. Like, I went in to go clean my car. I went in to clean my car, and I intentionally left shit in my car. Like, receipts,
can't be too clean.
Plenty of those in there still. But for the most part, we just got the base layer is now just the rubber mats, which, I mean, most people seem to like their cars kitted out with a nice floor mat. I prefer the plastic water bottles, but that's just me. Yeah, held myself accountable there and had to go clean it. Actually, reaped the benefits of cleaning a car, because I had to give a ride to this guy over here last night as well. So I was like, okay. It paid
showing
off.
it off a little bit.
I did, yeah. Showed off the
you look behind the seats, bro.
Crumb infested seats, and like where there isn't.
Did you look
food.
under the seats, Drew?
Oh,
did you look how good?
It's funny too, but he gave us a ride after the bars when we're absolutely hammered. Me and Natalie. And Natalie's like blacked out in the back seat.
I was blacked out in the driver's seat. I was, dude, swerving. You should have saw me, dude. It was the most reckless.
Confession.
It was the most reckless and illegal thing anyone's ever done ever. Like, I'm a criminal. Okay, but yeah, back to the story.
Well, yeah, I guess, should I just tell this story? I guess Natalie losing her. Okay, so my girlfriend lost her purse at the bar last night, and. Well, it wasn't actually at the bar. It was out on the street, like just in the street, because we were getting an Uber, and she gets a little forgetful sometimes, and she forgot her bag on the street. And then Ethan gives us a ride back, and we don't notice, or no, we get an Uber back to your car first. She doesn't notice that her purse is missing until we get back to your car.
Ooh. Is this in High Street?
At which point she has a little bit of a breakdown. And then we figure out that we can't do the Find My iPhone thing because I don't have her location, and it's just a fucking mess. Ethan drives me back to my car. I drive back to the bar, and then I go inside to the bar that we were at, and it's like 2:30 in the morning. And I walk in, and every person at this bar, you don't realize, by the way, how many people work at a bar until they're all collectively there. You're like, holy like a lot of people work at this place.
Yeah.
And every single one of them gave me this look of like, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you here? You're not getting a drink. I was like, I'm not here for a drink. I'm just trying to get my girlfriend's bag. What the hell's going on?
Are you
Cole?
okay?
Cole
He
has
choked
been,
on
like,
his
dying.
Are you
goddamn
okay?
drink, dude.
Kid's been struggling for
okay?
that whole entire conversation.
Where you've
Jesus
been trying to
Christ.
ignore him dying
This is why
slowly in
my-
the background.
This is why my
Yeah.
headphones come in handy. God
We
damn.
we block out the fucking
the tech
dying.
guy exploding over here.
Drew, I feel
But
like
so
you
you
got to
went
read
into
the
the
text.
crevices? Oh, sorry.
No,
What's
go
up?
ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
no, please. You're our guest, sir.
I was just saying, I feel like we have to read the text.
The text?
Yeah, about your little adventure.
Oh. I sent some texts apparently. What did I say? I don't really remember.
no.
Let's see if I can pull them up.
Oh, about the basement of.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
the
Oh,
base-
okay. So yeah, well, here it is. Okay, so I'm in the bar. It's standard, and everybody's looking at me weird, and I'm just here to get my bag. Like, where's the lost and found? And one kind person, because the rest of them are like, fuck this. We're cleaning up all the broken glass on the floor.
Nah.
And they're like, well, let's take you down to the basement
Oh no.
because that's where our lost and found is. And I wandered down there. Like, of course, I had no idea they had a basement. But the way I described it, I believe in the text message, was Captain Jack Sparrow's liquor cabinet.
Yep, that's
it
it.
sounds about right.
So
I can envision
it was
that.
half storage, half just spider web, pretty much. And
This is where you came face to face with the short north shooter, right?
yeah. The
Yes.
gnome
this
with
is
the
when
with the
I
cat.
confronted him because he heard me telling his story, and he's like, "You better keep quiet.
The troll underneath with
You
the
can't know when
9.
I'm gonna strike next." No, but we can't find her bag in the lost and found, and then we look around a little bit more, and it's in some goddamn innocuous corner in the basement. Grab it and get the fuck out of there. It felt like a real journey going in there and just being scolded by the entire staff. Yeah, if anyone has had to go through anything like that, I commend you, because it's not easy.
Standard hall basement.
But bag
Sounds
retrieved, right?
terrible.
Bag retrieved,
Bag
Nice.
retrieved.
and I'm gonna hold it over her head forever.
Bag retrieved, but yeah.
You could have gone shanked down there.
I could have got clipped.
Glock 9. Capped.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
What's the next thing?
Dating advice.
Ooh.
Dating advice from the Real Handsome Boys live from Columbus, Ohio.
Who wants to take the wheel on this one?
Yeah, I'll start out.
Let's
with
So
go.
we're experts. I just want to, take this
We are
with every
experts.
single grain of salt.
Yeah.
no grains of salt.
What is the
Yes.
saying?
Saying if
Take
you
it with a grain of
if you
salt.
take something with a grain of salt, it means like not take it.
All the
seriously.
grains.
No,
Take it with
that's
all the
not a thing.
grains.
No, just take what we say seriously because what we're saying is true, and we're trying.
salt in
Or if you're listening right now and you're trying to get a boyfriend, trying to get a girlfriend, if you're lonely and you need love in your life, listen to what we're about to say because we could change your life. And that brings me to rule number 1: be dangerous. Bring a gun to the first date. If you show that you're dangerous and that you're a little bit edgy, it's hot. It's also, if you get into an altercation, you have a gun, so you will dominate all altercations. If you get an argument with your significant other, they will remember the gun, and you will win the argument. All right, that brings me.
I just want to add real quick to that rule. If you can find a way to give a little warning shot just during dinner, just one shot, just to kind of like really assert your dominance.
A dinner pop.
That's always like a nice little
nice
addition.
desk
It's
pop.
also a
Appetizer
good
pop.
hitting device. It's a little tougher than the hand, but it gets a
and
nice pistol whip.
If you're wondering like a cool way to present the gun the first time, when you pick them up for the first date, put the gun in your glove box of your car, and then ask them if they can hand you a tissue from the glove box.
Yes.
Right.
Wow, dude, I'm so turned on. Can we date?
Rule number 2: always explain everything to them. If they like something, if they like a movie or they like a type of food, explain to them why they like that thing.
Yeah.
Break down very meticulously why the things that they enjoy, they in fact enjoy, because you ultimately know more than they do.
Yeah.
And by showing how much you know about things, it will not only show that you care about what they like, it will prove how smart you are. And having a high IQ in a relationship will ultimately lead to them wanting to procreate with you because you will create smarter children. So always explain everything in grand detail, even if you're told not to. And that segues me into rule number 3, and this one is the most important.
Uh-huh.
If they say that they don't like something that you're doing, continue to do it over and over again as a joke because it's funny. Like, if you're doing something that pisses them off, continue to do it because it's a bit. It's funny, and the longer you let the bit ride out, the sexier you are to a mate. It happens in the animal kingdom all the time. So those are my 3 rules for dating.
Push the joke
I like
as
that.
hard as possible.
3 rules is good. I think, everybody give 3 rules.
I don't have 3,
I don't
but
either.
I mean, who knows?
I
what
have
can
one
happen.
very important rule.
Okay.
I got a
Yeah, I just want to say I know we're getting a little giggly in here, but these are 100% foolproof
Yeah.
ways.
I'm
to,
just
get a
laughing at
girlfriend
how
and
fucking
boyfriend.
spot on they all were.
Right.
It's just how I show emotion.
My piece of real good dating advice is to and this is for the ladies, actually. This is for all the ladies out there. As a man, I think I could speak best on this.
Okay.
Piss in your man's bed and then gaslight him into thinking he did it. What this causes is a guarantee that he will have to make up for it in some way.
Yes.
He will have to take you out to dinner. He will have to do your laundry for a week. There's many other things that could lead to a stronger connection through the piss of the bed. I think it's pretty much just a guarantee.
Does this
That's
work
just-
with feces as well?
There's a more complicated way to do it with the feces. I recommend the piss just to start out. Maybe the feces comes like 3 months down the road.
Okay. Then you shit the bed.
Then you shit.
Gotcha.
Then you shit.
Okay.
But piss the bed. Tell him he did it. He'll be embarrassed. He'll bow down to you, and then you're the dominant one.
I love how there's this like power dynamic, like strategic, like unwritten, like underworld of the relationship.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, you got to tap into that.
Yeah. Piss in a bed.
I guess the rule would just be as manipulative as possible.
I like that one a
And
little
then that
better.
way, you'll get away with almost anything. Like you can really
I mean,
just get away with.
you can
anything.
literally get away with murder.
including abuse, which I know some
Perfect.
girls like to do that to their man. That's all I really got. But I mean, just listen, take notes.
Yeah.
All right.
Add them to the list. You got one?
Dating advice through the perspective of myself, because I only have my perspective. This is how my dating life has gone. And I guess this is my playbook, I guess you could say. These are probably my 3 plays in my quote-unquote dating life. 1, you got to just remember to continually Snapchat, Instagram DM, and text any chick that you think you have any spark with at all over and over and over and over and over again, so much so that they probably end up blocking you. You do that, okay? And that's derived from like a general inner feeling of anxiety and a neediness, okay? So that's play number 1, okay? Play number 1.
Over text.
Over text, Instagram DM, or Snapchat.
Blow up the cell
Do
phone.
it until they block you. And then, I mean, some of them might be too nice to block you. At that case, that's just more reps to get in, dude. Send more messages. Really annoy the shit out of these women in the most selfish way you possibly can. That's play number 1. Play number 2 could come before or after the blocking. You could just remember to cowardly, like, avoid any social interaction when you see these females that you're interested in a social scenario. Say you're at a bar or you're out with people. Remove yourself from the situation because you're just so crippled by anxiety. That's play number 2.
You're making yourself exclusive.
Play number 3, and this is for if you're dating in a different area. Like, say you're not home anymore. You're in a different state, city, wherever. It's really just, you just got to get swiping, bro. Tinder, Bumble, nonstop. Get the thumbs working a lot and swipe so much and maybe match with some people, but at the same time convince yourself that they're all catfishes and talk yourself out of any situation with a match on any of those apps as well. That's Ethan's playbook. And you'll realize by the end of it, by running these different plays, that you haven't dated anybody and you aren't now. And that's okay. You'll probably get to this point where you give up and you grow out your hair and your beard and stop caring about your physical appearance at all in hopes that maybe something
Somebody
comes to you.
All
Something
right.
comes to you. So that's Ethan's playbook. It's a long con. It's a lot of emotional trauma. Probably built up from a traumatic experience in high school when I said love you to a chick and got scrutiny from friends, her friends, the entire school, and that's probably it. That's Ethan's playbook. So run that play. You'll end up probably right in this seat where I am today, and who knows, maybe there's brighter horizons ahead. That's my dating advice. That was cathartic as fuck, honestly.
Say I
was
love
not-
you as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you can.
Let
pretty
them know
much.
how you feel.
Like, and let me put some context to that too, because that deserves some that was a scenario where, when you leave your house and you say love you to a family member.
Yeah.
That's essentially what I did, but I'm not saying that it's good that I did it. Bad mistake, obviously. But I do think that's the crux, because I faced some ridicule and of course, some personal torment. So, and it's led to these 3 different plays that I've been running. But that's it. I feel like I'm repeating myself. That's
It's
another
great.
synopsis.
It works.
Next. Okay.
It just works.
Next up.
Run the plays.
Run the play. This is
Over and
Ethan's-
over.
Ethan's playbook. Straight out the
Over
book.
and over. I'll just be straight up. You just got to call these women bitches out here.
Yeah. Tell them
Best
what they
advice.
are.
I mean,
dude.
you just got to just call them bitches. They love it. I mean, they may say over and over and over that they just really don't appreciate it and probably won't talk to you, but you just got to keep pushing. Like Cole said, push the joke. Push the joke. Push the bitches. Just keep pushing. Also, find something that you just don't like about them every time you see them. Just tell them that they gained a little bit of weight, or they just look a little fat, or they look like shit. Just, you got to really, they'll appreciate it in the long run, but I think you just got to really set them straight, unfortunately. I think that's the way to the heart.
Wow.
I know, silence, dude.
I know. I can't. I'm speechless.
It's just mind-blowing. I know. That's how I've been working all of these years.
And you've been around the block
I mean,
with your bitches.
Are all
with all my bitches.
are
dude.
all women? Can they all be considered bitches just based off definition of the word? What is the original word bitch defined as?
think that's a bitch is a female dog.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. You know what?
But I may be wrong. I don't have my phones up there, or else I'd look it up. But I think
Whatever.
the dictionary definition of a bitch is like a female dog.
Mm.
Set them straight. All right, Al.
Wow.
Alex, let's hear it.
I don't know if that's pretty tough to follow up.
Yeah, it is.
But I guess my couple pieces of advice would be to, you got to consistently one up them.
Mm.
So if you're going on a date recently and you talk about, I don't know, what you did over the 4th of July, and they're like, I ate a hot dog in under 10 seconds. Well, guess what? You ate a hot dog in 9 seconds. You just have to continually one up them in any kind of category, whatever they're talking about. You always have to be the better person. It just asserts your dominance and proves that you're better, and you're always going to be better, and you're going to continue to be better. The other thing, which kind of goes along the lines of the playbook,
Oh, get in the playbook.
get in the playbook,
Get in the X's and O's here. The ones and twos.
is that you have to make up a new name and a new persona for yourself. No one wants to hear who you actually are. They want to hear who the better person is.
Mm-hmm.
So put your best foot forward and don't be yourself. Go out there and be someone different. If you show up to a date and you're like, "Hi, I'm so and so," don't be who you actually
You
are.
can't even think of a fake name.
Joe Swanson.
No, this is
Terrible name.
good. Alex is giving legitimate advice. Everything up until this point, I think, was meant to be somewhat.
Completely legitimate.
Yeah,
It's
completely
all
legitimate.
it's all legitimate.
This is a joke.
This is
So you're
funny.
joking, right?
So you're
This
joking.
is the joke.
So that's the joke, guys. No, but honestly,
Lie to their face.
they'll never know.
No.
So
And I'm sorry, but I think I'm adding to your point here. Lie about the littlest stuff. Lie about
Yeah.
like where you just like if you just turned onto a street and you're FaceTiming them. Oh, I just turned on to Kenny, but you really just turned on to Chambers.
Yeah, don't do the
Like,
big stuff.
Yeah.
If
What are you doing?
If you build up that practice, you'll find yourself lying about everything.
Exactly. You'll be a whole new person.
It'll be the easiest thing you've ever done in your life.
And then all of a sudden they're so confused. Oh, what do you mean you're there? You're-
oh, I thought you were 6'5". Like, what do you mean you're
Yeah.
5'4"? Like,
and it just creates, like you said, the separation, the power
Yes,
dynamic.
The power dynamic. You have to assert that early.
alpha male status, dude. I think that's where all of our points collide is alpha male.
I just want to add one more thing. This isn't one of my rules, but it's just an honorable mention for some of the young go-hards out there. Get her parents' social security numbers as early as along in the process.
You're going to want that.
because it's going to come in handy later along.
I think
It's a pro tip.
maiden names as well as like old dogs' names, possibly their elementary school name, may help as well. And then it leads you to scamming.
Scammers.
Yep.
I think we've gone through every step of the dentist system here today,
It is the tennis system, dude.
which is great. I mean, it's been proven to work over and over again for the Golden God.
Mhm.
Why can't it work for you?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. You just got to push it. Keep pushing. Once somebody says you need to stop pushing, you need to push 80 times as hard on everything.
Find the line in the sand and go way past it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the whole gist of what we're saying.
Yeah, and follow her too. Like stalk her.
I like this one as well.
That one is like if you're trying to go for like a mysterious thing, you want to be like, like kind of like you're like a little spooky guy, just start stalking people, and one of them will fall in love with you.
Sounds like a very popular Netflix series.
Ooh.
Oh
Does.
yeah, you check out You on Netflix, available now.
Nice. Good plug. We're sponsored by them.
And also check out The Purge Forever.
Yeah.
Because it's
Don't
forever.
forget.
Of course.
Don't fucking forget that shit.
Forget.
Let's transition.
Top
This
two,
is
flop two?
probably the weirdest top 2 flop 2 I ever had to rifle through in my mind.
I'm excited for yours, and it's top 2 flop 2 of injuries that you've had. And it might sound weird, but we'll explain.
Yeah.
We will explain our absolute favorite injuries and our least favorite.
Okay.
Ethan,
wants to go first?
Ethan, you
Okay.
want to start?
I will go top 2 injuries. Top 1, recess, probably like 3rd grade. Y'all remember those bungee rings? Like these bouncy kind of rings where like there's give and take at some parts of it. You can
Bouncy
jump and like
rings.
then it would cause one part of it on the other end to go up, and you'd jump around and like
yeah,
run
yeah.
around, play tag, push each other off,
Yeah.
whatever. We're on the bungee ring having a great time. Mind you, the bungee ring is like less than a foot off the fucking ground. I don't know, not that far off the ground. I fall off the bungee ring and I fall, like land. I get back up, but I notice when I get back up, my neck is like stuck in like the sideways position, and if I moved it, like so, say if you're not watching, my ear is on my shoulder, and if I moved from that position, it was searing pain. So I'm freaking out as a 3rd grade kid, like, oh my God, like I'm stuck like this forever. Like I'm going to be kinked up like this. So I immediately walk inside from recess, go to the nurse's office. They take me to the hospital, and it only ends up being like I strained like ligaments in my neck or whatever, but ended up having to wear a neck brace, which was fucking ridiculous. Like a legit ass neck brace for
As a
several,
third
like
grader.
maybe like a month of my life total. It was cool. It got blown up out of proportion. It's not like anything was permanently damaged. It was just like, I don't know, like I had to wear a fucking neck brace. I got notes from all the kids in class. It showed that they were thinking about me. I think they do that about every kid that takes some time out of school. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets all the notes saying, "Oh, get well soon," whatever. And then I do have a distinct memory, and I've been talking. My head's been kinked the entire time, and I
think
just
it's
slowly put it back.
PTSD.
But a distinct memory of like taking standardized tests with the neck brace on, and since I couldn't like angle my head down in the neck brace, we had to like makeshift elevate my desk up like at an angle so I could take the test like and look down at the test without moving my head down. All right, so that's top 1, just because it's fucking ridiculous and a good kid injury. Top 2 is another kind of stupid kid injury, but I think it's kind of funny because of the story as well. I got a black eye, and in no other way other than being the athlete that I am, my dad throws me a pop fly, and I miss it, and it drilled me in the eye. Like, the most pearly, translucent, purple, puffed up black eye you've ever fucking seen in your life. It was crazy. It made my face all fat. It was insane. Great memory too. And to add to the story, my mom she got injured by riding her like big wheel down the porch when she was a kid and like busted up her face, and she looked similar to me. And I guess there was an ad campaign back in like the 1920s when my mom was alive.
Holy
I love
shit.
you. I love you, Mom. I love you.
She's 100?
In the 1970s or 80s, whatever, there was an ad campaign, or maybe the campaign came well before she was born. I don't know. Whatever. It was a cigarettes campaign when you could still advertise like for cigarettes without saying fuck cigarettes.
Yeah.
It was like about a brand, and you would rather fight than switch the brand of cigarettes. You would rather fight people than smoke a different type of cigarette. And it was always a picture of a busted up face and like the sign, the person holding that. So my mom had a picture of that as a kid, and then we took one of me with the busted up face from the baseball with that. And I know nobody fucking gives a shit about that, but that's as good as an injury as you could really ask for in terms of a story and like lack of pain. And I mean, the pain was there for a moment, but I'm an athlete, so I got over it.
Yeah, instantly.
I remember distinctly your neck brace because we went to the same elementary school, and you got a lot of attention for that.
The neck brace.
You know, it's annoying as shit about little kids, but also remarkable is that like I probably saw you in that neck brace all the time, and every time I ever saw you, I probably asked what happened. Like I probably over and over was like, Ethan, what happened?
The fucking
what happened?
Bungee ring happened, bro. We were playing
broke my
push
neck.
off the bungee ring.
Yeah. I broke my back.
My top 2. No particular order, but I will go with a finger injury where, Ethan, you were there that night. This is kind of embarrassing, but we were just smashing bottles into the kind of like side platform of a bar. Just taking bottles and smashing them. Yeah. I'm not sure why. I still don't know why. And in doing that, one of the bottles just cut the absolute shit out of my finger. And you can kind of see the bump there. It's pretty weird. It separated some nerve endings, and I can now no longer feel right here. But the reason that it's in my top 2 is because it was a really fun hospital trip.
Yeah, that was.
I remember that.
We were very drunk.
We got Joey to come pick us up and drive us to not Ohio State's hospital, which was much closer. We went to Riverside, which is just more out of the way. I mean, they're both generally close, but like we went to the one that was further away.
It's like 15 minutes away, I'm pretty sure. From
here.
For
definitely.
no reason, but after I got over the initial shock of my finger just bleeding everywhere, also bled on my buddy Lalo. Shout out to Lalo. I bled all over his shirt. I know he's wondering if I was going to pay for it. Never have. Yeah, no, we just had a really good time, like going to the hospital, and we took a lot of pictures that day. Maybe our editor could put some of those right here.
Hell yeah, dude.
Maybe.
You didn't say
probably not.
You didn't say the part where you wasn't. It was the same night that Chad went.
Oh my God, yes. I also happened to, while I'm sitting there getting stitched up, my finger, we see a hospital bed roll by, and on it is another one of our friends who wasn't with us that night.
We fully booked the hospital this year.
And he's there with his mom, and he just like looks over, and we're all like,
what the fuck?
Hey guys.
Hey, what do you do? Hey, what's up? And we had a funny ass interaction, and just seeing him there, and
there's a selfie
I'll never
out there
forget
for
that.
sure. There's
Yeah.
a selfie out there for sure. Might have to hit the gram.
Mm-hmm. So that's one of them. Sorry to take so much time on that. The other one is just a random ass sprained ankle in middle school, And the only reason it was not that bad, like I've gotten sprained ankles plenty of times, but I was gonna, squeeze out the drama, and I did the whole crutches thing to school, and I did it solely for the attention. I wanted all of it. And I had like not even a cast, but it was just one of those like cold packs that you wrap around. Like you're not supposed to sign those. I made people sign it.
Sign my cold pack.
My 32 crushes signed my cold pack with their purple Sharpie markers. And I just enjoyed that process a whole lot.
Yeah.
Even though it was not necessary whatsoever. Didn't have to do that.
Sign my cold pack.
And those are my top two.
My top two, I don't really know how to even like categorize like what a good injury is, so I'll just do top two are like good stories, and my flop two would just be things that actually fucking suck. I fractured my knee playing basketball in gym class when I was in middle school. Not as crazy as it sounds. I was actually just playing basketball by myself in gym class, and I fractured my knee going up for a routine layup.
Hell yes.
Oh my god.
I fractured the shit out of the growth plate in my knee, and that fucking sucked. Super embarrassing because it wasn't even in a real physical game of basketball. I was just shooting by myself.
Is that why your leg's like 2 feet long?
No.
Compared to the
imagine
other
if I
one.
didn't fracture the growth plate, I probably would have been at least a couple inches taller. Then Tyler Hero would respond to my emails.
Then I could join the league, dude.
And then this one's actually a funnier story. So I broke my left arm, and the way that I did it was I tripped upstairs and broke it. And the way that happened is like two of my friends, when we were in like elementary school, we were jumping on my friend Colin's neighbor's trampoline, and they lived right off of Scioto Golf Course. So we were jumping on the trampoline, and we dared our friend Mac to go and touch a tree on the golf course, and we were going to ditch him when he went to go touch the tree. And we ran away when he went to go touch the tree, and then Colin was like, I left my lanyard next to the trampoline. Will you go and grab it? So I sprinted back, and I grabbed the lanyard, and then I turned around to run up these stairs on his neighbor's porch, like these stone stairs, and I tripped up the stairs and just smashed my left arm and broke the fuck out of it. And yeah.
You need to drink some milk.
Yeah. Dude, Drew was just telling me like 2 days ago that him and his brother Elliot drank mad milk when they were younger, and that's why they've never broken bones.
That's what I don't really break bones either.
Milk be doing that.
Yeah,
Milk be
don't.
doing that.
Fuck almond milk. Just drink normal milk, and
You can't milk an almond,
you
dude.
just won't break a bone.
You can't milk an almond.
The advertisements are real.
Conor
The
McGregor
bone
should have just
density's
drank
wild.
milk.
Who's chiefing? I got a whiff. Sorry. Al, you're up.
You're good. I guess my top two are more like situationally funny rather than like actually bad injuries. But my first one, I was probably in middle school, coming back from vacation, drove like from Nashville or like somewhere in Tennessee. We're on like hustling back to try and get to a baseball game. So it's in the car for 7-8 hours. Missed the first 2 games, made it to the third game. Got warmed up and everything, went to take infield, like ground balls, like prior to the game. I played third base, so I hit a ground ball to me. Takes a weird hop, get drilled in the dome, right in the eye. And like it just started swelling up immediately. And my parents were like, you're done, you're not playing this game. Get taken to the hospital, fine, nothing was wrong. But literally, I mean, outside like of a fucking huge black eye, but literally drove all the way like through the morning to make it to this game and get taken out like right away. It fucking sucked.
That sucks.
And then the other one was another baseball injury. Like in high school, I was running the bases and I ran into some kid and literally like tucked my thumb under their shirt like that and broke it.
Ooh.
Like completely broke it. The dumbest injury in the world.
I feel like when your fingers bust, it's just like they just shatter. Like
yeah,
their
like
bones
the thing
are
was
just
just
so
like
small.
it was just droopy.
Yeah.
And it was
Droopy.
so annoying.
Droopy thumb.
Dude,
But
I feel like you were like a hardo in high school for sure. You probably were like
me,
hard
yeah,
ass?
dude, you were
I was a
probably like
fucking
no, you were
bitch.
like a hard ass dude. You probably drove like a truck and like said things like this new Kenny Chesney album is gonna slap.
I bet you ran to school.
Definitely didn't.
Yeah, I bet you had a one of the backpacks that was actually like a little suitcase and you wheeled it around and you ran to classes.
No, I was just a
Nerd.
little swimmer boy.
How is that a hardo thing at all?
Because the hardest
Exactly.
thing is being yourself.
That's true.
Everybody
dude.
knows that the thing that makes you the coolest and the hardest motherfucker is being true to yourself.
My God.
Yeah.
God.
But yeah.
But yeah.
That's too real.
I'm excited for Sam's.
I have top 2. Dude, I was like just looking back at him, like shuffling a bunch around. I would say my first one, I broke my ankle going into college my freshman year, and I played soccer, so it was very nice because I got out of all the conditioning stuff. I was allowed to be like, my ankle hurts, coach. And he'd be like, go ice it up, baby. And I'd be like, all right. Guess I'm not running
There you
a
go.
mile as fast as I can.
The cheat code injury right there.
Yeah. But yeah, here I am now, not playing soccer. And it was probably for the best, to be honest with you. My second one was, I think, so we did in my neighborhood, this was when I was in like middle school, I'm pretty sure. I broke my pinky, and it was like the sucker way that Drew said is get all the bitches to sign your cast. And by bitches, I mean women, because I'm going back
Yeah.
to how I talk about women.
Gotcha.
I get all the bitches to sign my my cast, every single one, and it just is really empowering, to be honest with you. All the love,
Yeah.
all the fake love of just writing your name down and just getting that smelly thing taken out. But I broke my pinky in driveway football. I know it sounds fucking stupid. I got like tabletopped and literally landed like on my pinky, and it like shot out to the side, and it was all purple and gross and swollen. Was that my second one?
That was your
That was
second.
two.
Holy shit, I blacked out while like telling that. I don't know why. All right, E.
Flop 2. First flop. Similar basketball blunder to what Cole was having, except I was playing with, I believe, a second grade neighbor of mine when I was probably in middle school. And the way I like to tell the story is they crossed me up. I jump in some fashion wearing slides and land on my foot and break my foot, except I don't realize that I broke my foot until after I walk out of this gym. I was at a family friend's, I was best friends with one of my neighbors, and then we're at his sister's basketball game. The game is over. We're playing like some game afterward, and then I land on my foot wrong, and I walk out, and I realize as I'm walking and get into the car, and I look at my foot, that my foot is like folded. It literally looks
Like a
folded.
lawn chair.
It looks folded, and I broke it playing against somebody like less than like half my size. It was just a very demoralizing injury. Had to wear a boot around. It was interesting that it didn't really hurt. It's more just like the injury to me. I just remember it being a nuisance. Like I had to take the fucking elevator at school, which I guess was cool because you could like bring a homie with you in the elevator going down. Yeah, fuck that injury. Foot folded. Not cool. Took a little while to heal too. And then second flop, in my sleep, I had a dream, and I rolled out of my bed, and I blasted my head on my nightside table, and I actually have a scar on my eyebrow now, and I essentially knocked myself out in my sleep, if that makes sense. Like I rolled out of my bed and knocked myself out by hitting my head on the corner of the table, and I wake up in the hospital, or on the way to the hospital or whatever, and I'm bloody, and they're stitching me up. And the one story I have from this is my parents said that the doctors asked, because they have to, because it's a dad bringing in his son who's like kind of beat up looking. They had to ask me like what happened, just to like see what's going on.
Oh,
and
for,
apparently
like, domestic
apparently
abuse.
I might have said I had to ask them for confirmation, but I might have just Dennis the Menace the fuck out of this and said like, yeah, like
My dad hit me.
hit me or something. I forget what I don't think I legit said he hit me, or I said like I don't know, because truly the more I think about it as I go back, like I must have knocked myself out, because I like woke up like on the way there with no pain. Like it was so weird. Or driving home, I don't even know. It's all a blur. But I knocked
Interesting.
myself out in my sleep. That's a flop injury. Fuck out of here with that.
And then blamed it on dad, dude, and that's why he's locked up for 50 years.
Now I haven't seen my dad in so long, and it's why I have such a bad relationship with women. I call them bitches all the time. God damn it. No
Fuck.
father figure, because now I'm an awful person. And I drive blacked out in cars. You're looking at a waste of life.
What a true flop.
True
God.
flop.
Jesus. My first flop is one of 5 times that I've cracked my head open. And it was at the local pool, the Powell pool, with my buddy Jack, best friends at the time. And we were just messing around with each other a little bit. He goes to the snack stand to, get some more food or whatever. But he leaves his nachos compromised.
To get a dino ice.
Yeah, to get a dino ice or a hot dog or some shit. So I take his nachos. And as he's coming back with his dino ice, probably, he sees me with the nachos, and I'm like, got your nachos, and I'm like, fucking fuck you, eating them with my with the good cheese sauce, dipping it in, and kind of playing tag with it, like running away.
Yeah.
And he's sick of it. He's absolutely pissed. Like, he fucking loved those nachos. And so he reverted to throwing an entire bottle, a 2-liter of 7-Up. He tossed it at me. And I'm, like, running away from it at the time. I didn't really see the bottle. And it hits me, like, right on the head. And I fall down. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, what the hell? Like, what was that? and like, he comes over and snatches his nachos back, and he's like, that's what you get. But he didn't see me until I rolled over, and there's blood just pouring down my face.
Oh my God.
It hit me like right here, just like where
Was it
my
full?
where my hairline meets my
Was
forehead.
it full?
It was like 3/4 full.
Oh,
That's
okay,
why he
so-
was able to toss it so far.
Pretty dense, though.
Yeah, pretty dense. And I don't know how that shit cracks your head open. No idea how it actually
The cap's pretty hard, dude. I feel like if you threw that bitch
Yeah.
hard enough.
Yeah. Well, either way, so I think I'm like 8 years old. And I see the blood. The blood's like rushing over my eyes, and I'm like feeling it. I'm like, oh. And then you just go into that little kid like panic cry. And then my friend Jack starts like absolutely freaking out, and he calls the lifeguard over to like grab me, and they carry me through the pool where like I am making a scene, like I am crying so loudly, and there's blood dripping from my head, and like it's falling onto the concrete, staining the concrete. Oh, no. They take me to some back room and like stitch me up back there, and the whole time my friend Jack is like losing his mind, thinking he like killed me.
No.
Kind of just a funny story, but it was kind of nightmarish, like just being carried through and all bloodied up and shit. That's one flop. The other flop is another time that Ethan was around, and we were on this little island doing some kind of fishing, kind of like kayaking, and we had a fishing knife, and I was trying to demonstrate to everybody how you use a throwing knife in Call of Duty.
Oh my.
Perfect.
And some way, somehow, I'm trying to stick it in the dirt. Like, I'm trying to show you, like, oh, this is how you get it to stick in a person. You stick it in the, this is how you do it. And then I somehow, I throw it down, and it maybe does an extra rotation more than it should have. And it like sticks my leg. It just sticks my shin.
Was it stuck in your leg for a moment there too?
I
Like,
didn't
did you have to
really, I
yank it
couldn't
out?
know because I couldn't really tell. I saw it on the ground, but then I had realized that it was bleeding profusely.
I just remember we got it on video too.
Yeah. Well,
got
you made a vine.
Perfect. That sounds like, of course.
I'm
Yes.
sitting there like bleeding out of my shin, and Ethan like makes a vine. He's like, Drew, fucking.
That's a true friend. Not helping an
Shoves the
injured
camera
like
in your
peer.
face.
I just world star it.
Yeah.
Really.
It was a world star sitch.
Yeah.
You could have made
Um,
something out of it.
I guess the reason it's a flop is just because I was pretty embarrassed because I demonstrated how to stick the throwing knife, but in myself.
Perfect.
And I went and got stitched up and told my mom, and it was slow embarrassing. That's my flop too.
I fell down a metal staircase junior year of college, very drunk, during a party, and I fractured my back. I didn't know that I fractured my back until about 6 months later, despite sitting up in my bed every morning in agonizing pain. I continued to work out. I continued to walk around and do regular things. So for 6 months, I was walking around
In pain.
with a fractured vertebrae.
Nice.
And that has resulted in me having terrible back pain up until this day. It's pretty much like a 1 week on, 1 week off with my back pain. It's just going to be a constant battle for the rest of my life. And I pretty much fucked myself over on that one.
Perfect.
My second flop too, this is a future injury that I'm just going to claim right now. My heart will be broken again at some point in my life. That's inevitable. Death, taxes, broken hearts. And I'm just saying right now that whenever my heart gets broken again, that will be my flop too.
You just got to keep the beard, bro, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna break your
Hottest
heart.
man
Everyone's
at the
sad
bar.
again because I'm the hottest guy.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Hottest guy, most broken heart.
Biggest
Painful
broken
back.
heart.
You got it.
Broken heart, broken
it's
back.
The trifecta.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you listen to all the advice given earlier, I think
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Nobody will be able to tell me anything because they'll have to answer to my gun.
You'll have bitches all over you, baby. All right, Al.
My first flop. I was like a child at this point playing basketball outside, or not basketball. We were just playing outside with all the neighborhood kids, and I'll preface it with it being a very windy day, and so my parents' garage door, like to go in and out of our house is stupid heavy. It's like one of those storm whatever that's like super thick and protective, whatever. And so I ran inside to grab something, and as I'm coming out, I go to pull the door shut, and I slam my pinky finger in it, and I look at my hand, and I just fall, faint, pass out, land on the ground. Luckily, I didn't do anything worse. Like, I didn't crack my head or anything like that. But I just remember waking up, being in the car, like screaming in pain, like getting driven to the hospital. And now, like it's just like a half an inch smaller. My nail is, my nail is fucked up. Like it doesn't grow back right. They almost had to do like a nail graft or some weird shit like that.
Christ.
I need a few.
Yeah.
I need a nail graft, dude. These whatever.
Chewing on
I'm
'em.
making it about me. Fuck this.
So yeah, that one's just weird. And then the other one was my freshman year in college. I was at the gym working out, and like I'm sure everyone knows like what an upright row is, and I was just doing those, and I fractured. Your ribs apparently go all the way up. I fractured a rib like way up here, and I like literally my arm just fainted. Like I was probably using 15 pounds, so like nothing too crazy. And just I felt like a pop, and my arm just dropped. And then I dropped the weight out of that hand, and I still had it in the other hand. I was like, what the fuck just happened? And every time I took a breath, it hurt. And I was like,
Ow.
okay, this is an injury. Like, this is bad. So I walk home, like, back to my dorm room. Like, my arm's dangling. I laying on the ground in there, and I call my mom, and I'm like, I think something's wrong. And I couldn't get up off the ground to get in my car and, like, drive to the doctor or whatever. I was just stuck on the floor. So my roommate at the time had to like pick me up and get me like moving, and then I finally went and got in there. Like, yeah, you dislocated your rib up like in the top of your spine by like your shoulder blade. And I was like, okay, I didn't know your ribs went that high.
Crazy.
But I looked like such an idiot because like I just like slammed this 15-pound weight on the ground. And everyone kind of like looks over, you know, when like someone does that, they're like, oh, who's this hard ass at the gym? And I'm like,
Can't
"Oh."
even
I dropped
lift
to 15 pound. Yeah, so I just got some weird looks, but that was just an awkward ass injury. Good times.
Was it worth it for the lesson on ribs?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know that the human body is kind of fucked.
But that's what they told me. Who knows what it actually was?
Yeah.
I believe the doctor, I think.
You think science is just a joke, dude? Damn. I guess my first one was just kind of embarrassing. This was elementary school. What elementary school did you guys go to? Scioto?
Tyler Run.
Tyler Run. See, I was a Wyandotte boy with all the other misfits. basically, whenever we played like a sports game in our big grass field, I had a tendency to like run into the fences, like blindsided, like run into fences because like I'm not paying attention to how close I am. And if like I'm looking backwards, I just run into them. So a couple times I ran into fences and I got banned from like being within a certain distance of the fence, or I got put inside. But I like split my head open or something, and I think your face bleeds the most. I'm pretty sure that's why your shit bled a lot. But that was the first one, just because it was really fucking embarrassing. Because I was the kid that couldn't get near fences. This
Wait, what was the actual injury?
I just fucked up my head
Oh,
because I'd like it was football most of the time, and I'd like look up and just fucking clip this fence and go to the nurse and cry a lot, and then they were like, "Fuck it, Sam."
No more
10
fences.
feet.
Getting labeled as the kid that can't go by.
They said
fences
COVID
anymore.
restrictions, baby. You got 6 feet in between you and a fence. The second one is just pretty terrible. I got in a motorcycle accident, I guess. It was more or less me dropping a bike at like 40 miles per hour on like gravel with shorts and a t-shirt on. I mean, holy
Insane.
shit. I like can't
Fucked up.
I can't believe this goes back to me drinking milk as a kid all the time and still drinking milk. I didn't break a single bone. I just had road rash and like my knees are really fucked up now, and there's no muscle on my knees, and they're just kind of gross and bony. But holy shit, I've never been through pain like that in my life, to the point like I went into shock because of how much pain it actually fucking was. And I had to drive home right after this because my dad was like, I need you to either drive home or we're calling 911 to like get here. I'm like, fuck it. I am in so much pain. I can barely feel anything. I'm going to drive home. And I was bloody as shit. But the drugs. It was ridiculous. Getting like a morphine drip as soon as you go into the hospital is fucked. And like I understand now why opioids and shit is so addictive, because it is just unbelievable. It was, but worst part of the story was I had to drive to fucking Michigan in a car a week after, and it was just 8-hour car ride after being in a motorcycle accident, scabbed up. Your mom has to bathe you for a month. It's just bad. Just terrible, dude.
Were some of the actual injuries like to your knees, like was your MCL, ACL, that
No.
shit gone or no?
No, so like everything was intact. It was just like the muscle on my knees, like you could see my like kneecap through my
So
bone.
your skin was essentially scraped off. to,
Yeah,
like,
it
where
was
you
like
could
imagine
see.
ground beef.
Ew.
Like I have a picture of it, and I'm not gonna put it up here because this shit would get restricted so fast. But like, I don't know if you guys have ever been bathed by your mother at the age of 21.
Can't say
Can't-
I have.
yeah.
But holy shit, it like really opens your eyes to like nobody else would do this.
Yeah.
So shout out the moms.
Yeah.
Hell
I love my
So
mom,
are your
dude.
knees like bionic now? Do you have Wolverine's knees?
So-
do they put some titanium in you? Well,
I
no,
mean,
you didn't have any bone thing, but you have.
I'm Will Smith now.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
just run faster, jump higher, and it's all
I
in the
am
knees.
legend. I am robot. Is
Yeah.
any part robot in that?
Like Mike.
This is the second time we've had this conversation on the pod. There's a movie called I Am Legend, and then there's another movie called
Oh, I said I am robot.
Well, this was
Holy
Real
shit.
Handsome. It's the podcast
Either
that
way.
always differentiates between I Am Legend and I Robot. We keep it fucking real. Real Handsome every week, episode 28. Thank you, Steffer, for coming on.
Yeah,
It's been a
thanks,
pleasure. Safe travels
Appreciate
along
it.
your way.
We might just be meeting you in Texas soon enough.
You never
New
know.
You never
chapter
know.
coming.
You
Um,
never know.
Thank you, And
Not yet.
RH.pod on
Oh.
Instagram.
sponsored again by The Purge Forever. Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
from
being
the
our
Purge.
sponsor.
Wait, Alex, do you have anything that you want to say before we sign off?
Plug yourself.
Plug myself. This camera. They're all for you. What do you got going on? No, honestly, just this was the last day in Columbus. It's been a bang. It's been a great 2 years now. Appreciate everything you guys have done. So
Hell yeah.
it's been a
brother.
pleasure.
God bless.
Come-
Respect women.
Texas.
Respect
Yeah.
these bitches out here.
Respect girls.
Respect them.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck you guys. See ya.
Bye, everybody.